My name is Pamela Triolo, and the book is Death Without Cause. This is a specific letter to a specific agent at an agency where they have described in great detail what they want in the queries.
Very good. All right. Go.
When
Death without cause?
Death Without Cause.
Okay.
Is it fiction?
Fiction. When I read of you on the Andrea Brown Literary Agency website, your wide literary interests and expressive language made me smile. You served as a wonderful channel for the voice of authors to be heard while creating the opportunity for learning and entertainment in many genres. I wonder if my work might be a match with some of your interests. Death Without Cause is probably commercial fiction, a blended genre mystery novel, the first in a series. By blended genre, I mean it is not just a mystery. I believe it could speak to the young adult audience, yet have wide market appeal. This first book was born out of my love of mystery novels, my passion for nursing, and the desire to tell the real story about healthcare today. This writing is designed to reach audiences through a variety of intentional threads, professional relationships, role models, teamwork, leadership, new love, set in the frightening world of healthcare today. The story takes place in Houston, in the Texas Medical Center, the largest healthcare center in the world. The characters, their relationships, and the real challenges they face evolve from book to book. It might be a great television series. The book is fiction based in fact. Everything that happens in the novel could happen. There are no mysterious, fictitious viruses and diseases, procedures and medications, only real ones. Though I've wanted to write mystery novels for decades, my first career is healthcare. I'm a nurse who's worked in virtually every setting, from the projects of St. Louis to International Hospital in Palermo, Sicily. My clinical background is critical care, and I'm a certified nurse midwife. I've served in many roles. While a novice at fiction, I'm extensively published in the nonfiction medical world on topics ranging from anesthesia during childbirth to leadership, served as a writer for television news, and conducted and published research studies. For many years, I've been in the editorial board of the largest nursing journal for leaders, and I've given hundreds of presentations in the U.S. and internationally. I study writing and have been a student at the University of Iowa International Writers Workshop, and I will attend the Santa Barbara Writers Conference to network and to learn. The following is a brief synopsis of Death Without Cause. Hospitals are dangerous places. Antibiotic-resistant viruses and bacteria flourish. Thousands of errors that can maim or kill are committed every year. At Medical Center Hospital, a deeply disturbed, brilliant medical technologist creates the perfect cybercrime, a game designed to extract revenge and humble the arrogant. By altering lab results, he manipulates the healthcare team to unwillingly kill innocent and vulnerable patients. It becomes a race against time as the talented CCU team struggles to discover the cause of death before he strikes again. I would bring to the writer-agent partnership strong work ethic, determination and persistence, experience in business, a great desire to learn and improve, and professional credibility in healthcare. Sincerely.
Okay. I got to keep my eye on that clock. All right. So Pam's novel is called Death Without Cause. What do we think?
Stay out of the hospital.
What? Stay out of the hospital. Tell me your name.
Todd.
Okay, Todd, go ahead.
Sure. So I was intrigued. Up front, I thought you could just get to it a little quicker. I was just like, I want to know. You know, you said your website's great. Blah, blah. Then you had something there saying, I wonder if it would be some sort of something or other. And then you used the word probably. And both those times it's like, man, if you're not as confident that it's going to be, how is that agent going to be? I want you to be confident 100%. It is this, it is that. Because you've got to convince an agent otherwise. And then the last thing is the specifics a little further down about the story, about the no super viruses. I love that part. And then your credentials were really strong, and the nonfiction writing very strong, and made me a believer.
Okay, good feedback. Hold on, let's get some new, go ahead.
I was going to say, what caught me was the situations that could happen in the hospital. If she could hit that first,
Okay.
and then tell me why she knows all that stuff,
Okay.
that would catch me.
Okay. Go ahead, hon.
I'd move this brief synopsis of the story to the very front, and then go on down with your qualification. I mean, they're tremendous. And I'd also leave out the probably and the I wonder.
Okay, anyone else?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I like the story, and I think maybe you wanna move that up front. Let's hear about the
Yeah.
story first, maybe a little bit more about it, and then you have tremendous credentials. So
Yeah,
that's-
dear agents, hospitals are dangerous places.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's up to the problem.
Huh? Yeah. What are we writing here? Are we writing a nonfiction book or are we writing fiction? And what genre is this fiction? Mystery? Oh, so how about if we start out with hospitals are dangerous places? Doesn't that fit with the genre that you're trying to write in? Okay. So here's an example, and again, I'm moving on because it's 2 o'clock, or almost. Here's the thing, 1:50, all right, we're good. It took Pamela, and this is like 11 point or 10 point. Okay, so this query letter is too long. Okay, this query letter is too long. Now there's a query letter that is too long. Shouldn't fill up a whole page. It just shouldn't do that. Especially when the meat of this, the narrative arc, which you have got to put in a query letter in one paragraph. So the lady in the red hair, one of the components of a query letter is the narrative arc. You have got to consolidate that into one paragraph of the query letter. Okay. I had to wait 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full paragraphs before we got to what this mystery is going to be about. There's a killer on the loose. Okay, he's in the hospital. They got to figure out, he's got this virus that's going to kill everybody. Somebody's got, is your protagonist a nurse?
Mhm.
Does she solve the crime?
Not this time.
Okay.
It's impossible to trace him.
Oh, okay, well, I don't want to go down that road because then
Right,
we're
we
getting
won't.
into the content. Okay, if you're writing a mystery, don't say it's a mystery, but it could be it's an adult fiction, but it could be YA, because what does that tell the person reading it if that person is in the industry? That tells the person that you don't know this business.
You don't have a target.
You don't know the business, because if you knew the business, you don't send query letters that say, this has such a broad appeal that your adults and your young adults are going to read it, and it also could be nonfiction, because it's based on fact. Do you see? Okay. Love the idea. Love it. Love the fact that a compadre is writing it, because we do kind of stick together, we have to. However, love her credentials are fabulous. They should be relegated to one paragraph at the end. That's it. So all of your best credentials that have to do with why you're the person to write this book should be at the end. And included in those credentials, because you've got a couple paragraphs on it, should be the fact that you write in nursing. Okay. So that's really, really important, because that says that this is not a novice writer. She might be a novice writer in fiction, but she's not a novice writer. Okay. What she has to do is sell the fact that she can go from nonfiction, real life, to create a universe that she is the goddess of, right? Because that's why we write fiction, don't we? To create a universe that is ours, that we call all the shots in. Okay. So that's what she's got to do. She's got to develop this story arc more than you have, okay? And you've got to get rid of all the rest except for a little bit about you. And this is who you're going to send it to?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is she with Andrea Brown?
Mm-hmm.
So they take adult?
Mm-hmm. She does.
Okay, good. Because she used to be with Sandy Dykstra.
She's
Okay, she's a good agent. But I'm going to tell you something. She's one of the best agents in this country. And so she's not going to, this ain't going to work in this form.
Okay.
She's going to want something real tight.
Well, she's one of many that
Okay.
I'm sending to.
Well, you know what? A good query letter is a good query letter is a good query letter. So I would, I'm not, what do you think of Death Without Cause?
That's what I wanted to say.
Okay.
There's definitely a cause. I would say death by healing or something like
Well, but there's a killer on the loose.
You don't know. the
And you
crime.
don't know.
You don't know how he's killing.
Okay.
You don't know how people are dying.
I'm not crazy about that title. I think you
Okay.
can get even closer to what's going on in this mystery. So, but that's just my opinion. And in fiction, the other thing that you want to be aware of is that 90% of fiction titles are changed by the acquisition committee. They change it. In nonfiction, yeah. In nonfiction, no. In nonfiction, your title is critical to anybody giving you attention, because that title has to hook the reader. In fiction, not so much. In nonfiction, absolutely. The title has to be, it has to be a lens into what this book is going to be about. So that's, but I'm not crazy about that title. Okay, is that helpful?
Very helpful.
Okay,
Thank you
good.
all.